warm welcome on behalf of Sporting Club Zone. We are on a momentous occasion. This is for us. We announce our squad which is going to represent us. They have qualified from Goa, and they are participating in the National I League for under 18. Well, it has been quite a journey because in Goa, as you know, we have all strong teams, and the talent base, though it is vast, we had restricted ourselves primarily to having all Goans. Now we have achieved it 100%, barring one student who is studying here in Goa schools. Leaving him aside, we are entirely a Goan squad. This has been a belief and my personal belief, as a club, it is only to, primarily to promote our Goans. You must be knowing over the years, I remember when we began the club, I had personally selected a bunch of players. Today, these players are shining all across against all the clubs. Certain section of media has not been giving us the credit and all. I don't want any credit. But the fact is, the figures talk. Today, I am very happy and proud. Rowlin, who was scouted by us at the age of 15 onwards, he was there. And this diamond is being polished now, as some people say, by All India Football Federation under their coach, Hasadin. Today he is a favourite boy. He played 9-10 years for the club exclusively, till the moment we went out. So also, I don't want to talk the club history, it's more for these boys. It is a hat-trick that we achieved in Tasagua. For the last 3 years we have been Tasagua champions, under 20. Remember boys, we are the first and the only team to win this I-League under 19. In 2010 we achieved it. And that too, it was on the grounds of Mohun Bagan, at the Maidan. So when you are going, you are carrying the aspirations of all the Goans. So this, at a crucial time when there is less Goan representation, even in the senior team, maybe you are the budding stars, you 20, 24, you are the cream. You are playing in, when you play for any club, especially Sporting, when you are with Sporting, we have selected you because you are a talent. If you are not a talent, you would not have been in Sporting. So each one of you can grow. Certain sports people blossom at a later age. Certain sports persons blossom at a younger age. There's a lot of history, which, you all know, we have addressed you all earlier. So now it's left up to you boys to keep the flag of Goa and Goans flying high. Another good news is like yesterday we won the women's at Chinchini. That's just a playoff. It has nothing to do with Sporting, but just as a promo of women's day. So this year we are having a good successful run. After winning the being runners-up under 18, we won under 20 Tasagua. We have won the Goa Pro League. We won the Police Cup, and we are aiming to win the sevens. So my friends from media, thank you very much for covering up. And hope all these future stars are given proper mileage, and may one day they become true stars by representing the state and the country in the seniors.
We'll start with the captain and goalkeeper, Akshat Atkonkar. Akshat has been with us right from the grassroots, and he has been a member of all our youth teams, under 12, under 14, under 16, and now with the under 18 team. Next comes Carol Solis. Kessel has been with us for the last 2 seasons. Then comes Danish Sheikh. Danish Sheikh also has been with us for the last 2 seasons. Then is Anselm D'Souza. Anselm has been scouted by us last season, and he has been a member of our under 18 team from this season. Then Arjun Kulaso. Arjun Kulaso is a stopper back. He has been with us for the last 2 seasons. Amar Istubero. Amar Istubero also has been with us for the last 2 seasons. Next is bring back Oswald Fernandez. Oswald Fernandez also has been with us for the last 2 seasons. Then we have Lakesh Gowns. Lakesh has been scouted by us last season. Then we have Dattaraj Gaonkar. Dattaraj Gaonkar has been member of our under-16 team and has been promoted to the under-18 this year. Then we have Joyson Gaonkar. Joyson Gaonkar has been with us last 2 seasons. Then we have Joston Cardoz. Joston Cardoz is a midfielder who has been with us last 2 seasons. Then we have Richard Cardoz. Richard Cardoz has been a member of the under-16 team and he has been promoted this season. Lloyd Mascarenas. Lloyd Mascarenas has been with us from grassroots and he is a member of our under-14, under-16 team. Then we have Myresh Naik. Myresh Naik was scouted by us and he has been with us from this season. Then we have Samuel D'Souza. Samuel D'Souza is a midfielder who has been scouted by us last season and he has been with us from this season. Then we have Trijor Dias. Trijor Dias has been with us the last 2 seasons. Now we have our strikers, Abudais Sabharwal. Abudais Sabharwal is the only non-Goan with us. He is a college student and he has been with us last 2 seasons. And he is the highest scorer of the, Sporting's highest scorer in the league. Then we have Aman Govekar. Aman Govekar has been with us from the under-14, from grassroots under-14, under-16. He is a striker. Next we have our star player of the team, Stanley Fernandes. Stanley Fernandes has been with us from the under-14, under-16 and this year in the under-18. Our officials are Shekhar Kedkar, is the chief coach. We have about 6 boys from the south. We have boys from Bicholi, Valpoi, Anjuna, Kalagut, Parra. There are of course Panjin. And there are boys from Betarbati, Kutturi, and all these places.
I don't know the policy of other clubs, okay? But like, we at certain times don't mind sacrificing titles only if it is at the cost of goals. That has been my primary cause. That, okay, it is not, even titles don't matter when it comes to, you have unless it is needed. Unless it is, even if you see our professional league team, there were so many players outside Goa, they were opting for us. But we refused. We had all Goans except just 2 foreigners. 2 foreigners we have paid. We cannot have a Goan foreigner. Not a single boy, even in our this professional league team, was non-Goan. Nothing of this. And since we are now restricted to localized football, we are not there in I-League or the ISL. Okay, so primary focus is there of promoting only.
We have done so much for both football. Why don't you take one more step and go back to the I-League, because that would be the excellent platform for them.
I fail to understand what is this I-League. I myself have been asking me questions. What is this I-League?
No, it needs a good platform in the end of the day. Maybe there was this confusion of ISL and I-League, but it has, at least since last year, of this last I-League, there is a platform sort of coming in place. And you see, Goan boys have failed.
There cannot be, primarily, we firmly believe in the concept there can be 2 leagues in the country. No country has got 2 leagues. Only Indonesia has got, one is official, one is a non-official league. So India is a unique country. Where you have 2 leagues and all. There is no scope for the second league, no.
I think that is going to filter out almost. There's not going to be a second league in the years. But see, the amount our boys missed because of this. Your GPL team could have, except for adding 1 or 2 players, could have performed very well in the league. And our boys would have got that exposure, which is missing.
No, but we have never refused. We have been, in fact, the scouting ground for most of these teams. Like last year, Pune wanted some boys. We have freely given boys for ISL teams and all, whenever they wanted. We are never restricted for their career and all. In fact, I am grooming 1-2 boys, okay, who I have told them that they are national level material. I recollect, okay, going back into history, there was this boy, Denzel Franco. He was thrown out by one club, okay. He joined, I told him come join and all that. I groomed him. Our coach was also finding difficulty in adjusting with that boy. And at that same time, we had Mickey Fernandez, okay. Now Mickey was always a target of certain referees from MAPSA. Every time the Mickey used to be there, I have to card card. And one referee continuously gave him red cards for at least 3-4 times till we had to complain. So basically, I mean, you are targeting that boy Mickey. He was such a talent. He couldn't, I mean, he played for the country also. Now come to this boy. This boy, our coach, we had Clifford and all that. Right? Clifford was not giving it because he used to do error. He could never pass the ball. He had good ball winning, okay, but he couldn't pass the ball. So we took a call, the management. I told Clifford, whatever happens to the team happens. Give these boys 5 or 6 matches continuous. You got it? So the boys knew, I am getting 6 matches, whether I play good or I play bad. Whether I play in a position or I run out of position. Got it? No? Whether I contribute success or no. Those 6 matches did wonder to him. After the end of those 6 matches, okay, a player who had never participated in our club team also, regularly, never a regular feature, was the most sought after player in the entire country. And that is the story of Denzel Franco. So that way, sometimes boys have to get chance to perform. Like, I don't understand, in India, some clubs have got 45, 50, even we used to end up with this. This year in our professional league, I curtailed it just to 24 boys. Out of 24, 4 were juniors. So 18 boys played rotated. Even though injuries were, we used to have just 16 or 17 boys, including the juniors and the men. A defender used to play half line, and the half used to play as a striker. Got it? So this doesn't happen in Indian football. But this time we tested success having limited number of boys and playing them. More you play, better you become. So there has to be some thinking with, I mean, this is not for this, EFF should think. There should be a restriction. Now they are doing it rightly for ISL. There is no restriction for I-League. Previously also, we have been shouting over the roof. Have restriction, have control. See, in Europe, there is a rule. If you are not given matches, okay, more than, I think it is more than 10%, you can opt. You can terminate a contract and opt. So many players are given on loan, sent to other clubs. So just to keep our boys busy, since we had access, okay, we deputed them to Panjim footballers. And then that is virtually our B team, which played in the Goa League. I believe those boys also performed well.
So what are your chances?
Because we had one protest, okay. In football it is you qualify from lower to higher level. There are no direct entries, and that was first point. Second point was, I-League should be declared the first league of the country, Premier League. They always maintained over the years that ISL is just a tournament. We have nothing to do with ISL. ISL is a tournament. But today they have converted that into a league, So what happens to legacy clubs? Now I was reading on newspapers the other day, Mohan Bagan had a big fight among the internal. So finally this is not, we have to see how far it sustains. Now it was a good eye-opener for this Federation Cup. Okay, the I-League team is defeating ISL team. Why is there not so much hype? Okay, now ISL they start 6 months ahead. Entire press is there, television media is there. Everybody is covering up. One signature and is made it a demigod and all that. Nobody has gone into details of those players.
Has anything changed for the outdoor league?
I mean, at least it gives us time to concentrate on all our youngsters, It is giving us a lot of, I mean, the youngsters are getting more attention. We have not curtailed. In fact, we have increased the youth, this program. So we are running under 13, 15, 18, all across. Only thing is little bit of, because of dates of clashing with exams, sometimes the AFF tournaments and the exams are there. Certain parents don't send the younger boys. So you miss certain good boys and all that. And then, I mean, since we don't have a residential academy, we cannot tap talent across the country or whatever, but our primary aim is for Goa promotion. So those restrictions are there when it comes to attaining ultimate success. But let's, I mean, nothing is lost. We're just waiting and watching. We'll wait another, I mean, 19, they're going to add more teams. This, what the AFF signed with Reliance. We're waiting till 19. Now, let's see what happens in 20. Take a decision.
14 stand remains the same, that unless there is clarity on what happens at the National League, or unless there is relegation, promotion, Sporting won't play in the top league.
See, if tomorrow there was a hypothetical case where FIFA has recommended, AFC has recommended that merged league. They're going to be two leagues. When there is a merged league, we'll definitely claim a stake for our sport, which is due in 2020, just a year to go. Unless for whatever reason they deny it. Okay. I believe the other Goan clubs also, okay, will definitely put their stake forward.